Superfoods can contribute to your overall health greatly, and Allie Miller, registered dietitian with Lifelong Way, is here to talk about some of these superfoods that we can work into our diet and become super.
Absolutely.
Or at least a lot better than we are right now. So tell us about
Yes.
some of these superfoods.
Well, superfoods have been in the media for the last couple years, and we usually think of things such as like acai berry or mangosteen, and these really kind of abstract sounding foods.
Yeah, like it's out of the middle of the rainforest.
Yeah, they
somewhere.
tend to be really pricey and you know, hard to come by. But I wanted to tell you guys about some superfoods that you can find in any grocery store that are affordable that we can incorporate into our daily diet.
Great, and you're going to make a salad, right?
Yes, absolutely.
All right, so let's get to it.
So superfoods basically are foods that have additional compounds that help to fight disease in addition to the vitamins and minerals. And so when we look at a compound, we look at phytocompounds, which means plant-based compounds.
Right.
And antioxidants are going to be specific for different functions in the body. And so my first group here of superfoods is the allium family, or kind of the onion family. So this could be seen as garlic, leeks, shallots, red onions, yellow onions. And I'm not sure if you've cut onions before, Mike, but you know how you tend to cry?
Yeah, oh, yeah, they can be kind of strong.
They're very cleansing for the body. And so they have a compound called glutathione. And actually it's been shown in research to be anti-tumorigenic, meaning that it can inhibit or stop the growth of tumors in the body.
Wow.
It has a very potent detoxifying cleansing property to it.
Okay.
So that's kind of when our eyes are flushing, that's that cleansing that's going on.
Does it still work if it's cooked?
It does, but
Okay.
it releases most of its compounds when it's cut and then within those first 5 minutes.
Ah, see, that's the catch. Okay.
Yes. And then garlic also has some antimicrobial, antifungal compounds and can help to lower cholesterol. My next group of superfoods are peppers. The peppers have capsaicins in them, and so although they're hot on the tongue, they tend to actually be anti-inflammatory and relieve like joint pain or inflammation in the body. My blueberries I have here are going to be also anti-inflammatory compounds. They can help against Alzheimer's disease. We're starting to study them for. So helping with brain function. And then I have two more superfoods. One is a yogurt. Yogurt is always going to be a superfood for the probiotics that it provides for the body.
The good bacteria,
Yes,
right?
3 to 5 pounds of every body is bacteria, not of our own DNA. So
5 pounds?
When you get on the scale, you can subtract that. So
That's disgusting.
so you want to make sure the bugs are working for your system.
Okay.
And my last one, which is going to be an integral part of our recipe, is kale. Anything in the brassica family, which would be our cabbage, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, kale being one of them as well, is going to be very powerful in the detox process, very high fiber and full of super compounds.
I like kale.
Awesome. Well, so what we're going to start with is lacinato kale. This is also known as dino kale, and you can see it's kind of that lumpy, bumpy, kind of reptile skin texture. So you're just going to go against the stem and destem it. And then what I've done is I've done a rough chop on this. So I'm just going to kind of ball up the leaves and run my knife along it.
Can you eat? Is it optional to eat the stem, or is it?
You could eat the stem. You may need
too
3
fibrous.
stomachs to digest it.
Yeah, no.
But
Leave
yeah,
that to the cows.
I usually blend those,
Okay.
into smoothies.
Okay.
So I have my chopped kale here, and you're going to start by just tossing a little bit of salt to massage it down.
Massage your kale.
Yes. So because it is so dense, you need to kind of break it down mechanically a little bit. This releases some of the plant enzymes and actually increases the nutrition.
I have never, ever, with all the chefs that we've had on this program, Allie,
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody talk about that.
Really? Yeah, so chopping or massaging helps to activate the plant enzymes and, you know, puts a little love in the dish.
Yeah, well,
So this is now nice and kind of massaged down. If I had more time, I might do another minute or two.
Okay.
But we can see how it's decreased by volume there. Then we're going to make a simple vinaigrette. I have an olive oil, 2 tablespoons of olive oil, a teaspoon of cumin, and a teaspoon of agave. I'm just going to zest a lime here. So I have my microplane. And I'm going to toss some zest. And then also the juice of 1 lime. So my simple trick is to always roll your citrus
I've seen that before.
and then slice it. And then I use a fork to just kind of do a couple stabs and a twist. And that'll get all of our juices out.
If that sprays in your eye, it hurts a little, so just be careful at home with that.
You would also do a little bit of citrus on your avocado to prevent it from browning. And then simply we're just going to toss these ingredients together. So we have our vinaigrette here. We're going to whisk it, toss it on our greens, and then top it with some fresh avocado with those healthy fats and some sliced apple.
All right, this recipe is going to be available on HoustonTexasFood.com. And we're out of time, Allie, but that it smells fantastic, I got to tell you.
It really is wonderful.
Yeah, and I'm going to try a piece, so please excuse me if I have some of that green stuff stuck in my teeth.